kind of how you went about it throughout the game.
Yeah, it's super cool. I think my teammates were just getting me the ball in the right places, trusting me. But I think overall it was just a great game for us to be able to go out there and play more of like 4 complete quarters. And I think we played with great pace today.
How important was it to see you guys just sort of take care of business against a team that you were supposed to do what you guys did and not mess around and play?
Yeah, we talked about that at halftime, just coming out strong. Claire told us the stat, like our third quarter hasn't been like the best scoring wise or whatever. So we tried to come out punching, and I think we did that. So it was good.
Liza, you started 5 for 5. You got a career high as well. What's it like to just kind of feel it going in that first half?
Yeah, I mean, it was very fun just going out there and playing. I think my teammates did a great job just handing me the ball, but also just playing with joy.
How does it feel to pick up a big win like this right before you guys got to go down to Florida?
I think it's just important just to keep our momentum rolling. We're undefeated so far, and so just for this momentum to keep us rolling into a experience that we haven't faced yet, just 2 back-to-back games in a row, and just trying to keep this, kind of what Britt said, these 4 complete quarters and what we learned from today and the past week into next week.
Eliza, how much more comfortable are you getting since returning from the injury just these last couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, it's a process, but I think every day, just in practice, getting more comfortable playing on that injury as well, but it's just a process day by day, and it's getting better for sure.
Coach Williams mentions defense in every press conference, so what was it out there that was clicking for you guys, and where you guys improved from game to game?
I think just our communication has been a big focus for us this entire season. We knew that Oral Roberts today wanted to get downhill and a lot of dribble drive stuff, so just talking the switches and ball screens just super early was a massive focus for us tonight.
How did you guys start the game? What did you execute so well from the game plan to score on so many of your possessions and hold them to 7?
I think we knew that they were going to switch a lot of our ball screens, and we play with a lot of pace, and so we saw a press today that we didn't expect because I think they had to take away that pace that we play with. So we were faced with a couple of adversity challenges, but we just knew they were going to switch our ball screens, so we've been preparing for that all week, kind of. So I think we were just ready for it, and we exploited that today in the paint.
Britt, you guys were the best 3-point shooting team in the Big Ten last year, stat-wise. It seems as if not only you, but other guards on the team have been carrying that over to this season. You had 4 today, 4 for 6. How does it feel to, keep that success rolling from last year when it comes to shooting beyond the arc?
Yeah, I think it's just the confidence that we have in each other to be able to knock it down from behind the arc. Everyone on our team can do it. Everyone puts in a ton of extra work focusing on 3-point shots, and it's just great for our team to be able to knock it down from behind the arc or take it to the paint and just be versatile.
Brent, you guys are five games into this. What are you going to like, or what are you going to love about playing on this team this year? How you guys play?
Yeah, I think we just play with a lot of joy. We love playing with each other. Love to get up and down, and we love when we play with pace. Good things happen when we're getting stops, getting rebounds, pushing the pace down the court. But yeah, I think our team loves each other, and we play with a lot of joy.
Jess and Eliza, I have one for you. Early in the game, you both and maybe Amaya had multiple assists early on in the high-low. What did you see going into the game? Did you know that you were going to get that early in the game?
Yeah, I mean, kind of as I said, we knew they were going to switch ball screens, and so if it came from us on like the kickback screen, and then we knew us bigs were going to have each other, or we expected zone too. So I think Amaya and Liz had a patch there where it was just back and forth, but we kind of knew that high post entry was going to get us a lot of high lows just with the way they played, and they were kind of mismatched in certain areas. So I think we just kind of knew that coming in, that it was going to be bigs to bigs today.
How important is it to have someone like Petra in the paint who's just tipping balls out for you guys to go and grab rebounds?
It's great. It helps when there's a massive presence like her down low. She just does so much for this team, and it might not show up on the stat sheet, but I think if you were counting tips, I think she would have had at least 4 or 5 today that led to other people getting open or counting the rebound, but she just does so much for this team, and it's starting to show this season.
All right, anything else? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll finish things up here with Coach Williams. Coach, would you like to make an opening statement and then take questions?
Okay, it was great to be back in Pinnacle Bank Arena. Just thank you to an amazing crowd that came out to cheer us on here tonight. And I thought we got pretty good contributions from up and down the board, but obviously everything was sparked by that career high from Britt Prince. She's a really special player, but to put up 30 and 26 minutes of playing time, I thought just played aggressive and was kind of the spark for us. I thought Eliza came in and really played confidently, and you know, we had a lot of people on the boards. We've been challenging Haley Weaver in that area, and she came in and produced 8 rebounds. Petra, double-figure rebounds. Just a lot of people contributing.
How good was it to see the team not really mess around in this game, jump on them, really do what they did on the glass, force turnovers, and put away a team that they're supposed to.
Yeah, it was great to see that. I thought even in the first half, Oral Roberts came out with a little soft kind of 2-2-1 zone press back into zone. I think a little bit of a respect sign for the pace that we play at and trying to slow us down, I think. But to be able to still put up 55 points in that first half, kind of against something that we really hadn't seen out of them and hadn't really practiced a bunch, heading into this game. But it was a great start. I thought we came out in the second half and really had a great intensity there to start things off and kick things off. And then, fourth quarter, maybe a few too many fouls, and they did a good job of attacking us there in the fourth quarter. But for the most part, I thought pretty good starts in each half.
Forced 19 turnovers and you had 33 points off of those turnovers. Is that more of the defensive effort that you've been kind of preaching throughout these first 5 games?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, we want to be able to make things as difficult as we possibly can, and we feel like we have a little more in us defensively than maybe what we showed here tonight, but certainly. Had some great flashes where we did some awesome things and made them take tough shots.
And obviously, Britt is really good, but what was special about how she got to 30 in a college game?
Well, she did it pretty efficiently, and I think she just at times just kind of looks pretty effortless being able to get to the rim. She was really good in her mid-range today, and then had a nice stroke from behind the arc. So when she can do it so efficiently from all 3 levels, that is tough to defend.
You touched on how well the team came out after halftime, but what do you think in particular led to that exactly happening, as the third quarter has kind of been the one you guys have struggled the most with?
I thought it started with Britt. I thought, she I don't know exactly what the numbers were, how many she scored right there in the first, opening minutes of the second half, but I thought she was really aggressive, and then I thought her teammates were like, okay, let's find her, let's find her. And she hit a couple buckets, a couple threes before they, took a time out there or whatever. I think just she really sparked that.
How much do you think Jess is passing out as opposed to just like underrated quality for his 4 assists tonight, has 8 over the past 2 games?
Yeah, and just played 16 and a half minutes. I mean, today was a game that we were able to kind of conserve and didn't have to overuse her, but she still scored double figures, had 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And, I think she's somebody that we have a lot of confidence in her passing from the post position. And today I thought she had some really good, smart plays and just was very efficient and obviously made free throws. Our whole team shot it pretty well from the free throw line and rebounded well.
Petra, like you mentioned, with double-digit rebounds, she finished with 10. She was your board man today. Mm-hmm. And with the tip-outs, how clutch is that? How important is that to have her in there, where even if she's not grabbing the board, she's tipping it out for the rest of the team to go get it?
Yeah, and once again, another, stat to have double-figure rebounds in 15 minutes, of playing time, and then probably a couple other times where she affected us being able to get offensive rebounds, even though it didn't end up on her stat line, and that's huge. We need her to stay aggressive. We've been talking about the rebounding as the biggest key for this team. The biggest question mark everybody wants to ask me about is you lose the best rebounder in your program's history, and then where are those boards going to come from? And so everybody's kind of buying in and finding ways to contribute.
We're doing a Thanksgiving feature. What are you thankful for?
That is a tough one. I have a book that our graduate assistant gave me on my desk where every morning I get to kind of write down 1 or 2 things that I'm grateful for. So I have an entire book of things that I could think of. But I'm just I'm grateful to God to be in the position I am right now, to have, you know, the loving and supportive family that I do, to get to pour into these amazing young women and to represent the state of Nebraska.
Thank you.
Well said.
Thank you,
Anything
guys.
else? Thank you. Britt had the first 8 points of the second quarter and the first 8 points of the third quarter, and she scored 6 points in the